Thank you for joining, and in this video we are going to cover the offset tool. So offset tool is pretty useful and powerful tool in SolidWorks, which is gonna save a lot of time for us. So let's go into the sketch and see how it works. Okay, as I have few sketches, what I can do is, like, in the sketch tab in the ribbon section, there is a tool offset entities. So I'm gonna go in it, offset entities, and then it's up to me, like, by using offset, do I want to add dimensions and select chain or bidirectional, everything I'm gonna show in step by step. So I don't want dimensions. Okay, what I can do is, like, if I want to select this circle, so you can see, like, there is an offset to this circle. The circle is 0.20. It's outside of my original circle. There is a tiny arrow, you can see. If I'm gonna click on it, it's gonna be made into inside in this direction. Right now it's outside, out direction, and if I'm gonna click on it, it's gonna come inside direction like this. Or there is another option, I can just click reverse, so it's gonna come inside. So, and another option is bidirectional end caps. These are we are gonna use for different sketches. There are two more options. One is base geometry, one is off geometry. The base geometry is, like, if I'm gonna draw by using this geometry, so this is the base geometry. So it means, like, do I want to change this base geometry into construction geometry, then I can change it. Or if I want to change the offset which is I'm gonna draw, so if I want to change it into the construction geometry, so by clicking this I can change this into a construction geometry. But there is one more thing, like, I can do bidirectional on both sides. So I'm gonna click on it, and so this circle is gonna be make on the both sides. So I would really like it. And the second thing is, which I would like to do is, I would choose the base geometry as a construction geometry. So I'm gonna click this green check mark. Look, my circle is here. So if I have to draw two different circles, I had to make two circles, and then I had to add dimensions. But by using this tool, we can save a lot of time. We can just draw one circle, and then we can just use offset, and we can just put our value, and then it's gonna save a lot of time.
Sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful for you, or if you are a serious SolidWorks learner, then I'm gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video, and you would find a link of my course where I have over 10 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every command in a very detailed video. Or if you have any projects or assignments, so feel free to write me on my email, which is given into the description of this video. Thank you.
Okay, if I want to use offset tool on a single line, so I can go back again into offset entities, and then I can just select this line. So you can see the offset is on this side, and if I want to have offset on both sides, so I can just check in the bidirectional, and in this way the offset is gonna be on the both lines. And then I can change the size from here, and I can increase the size or I can decrease, and then it's gonna be offset on both sides. But one more option, you can see there is a caps end option. If I'm gonna check on this, so you can see, like, the ends are gonna be capped. So in this way it's gonna be a rectangle. But if I want to select in the option, like, as an arc, so it's gonna made a slot without using a slot tool. So this is a really useful tool, I would say. So, and then you can make a rectangle, or you can make slot, and you can made according to your dimensions, and you can mention your dimension. So this is a really nice. And if you want to change the base geometry as a construction geometry, you can change it. And if you want to change the offset as a construction geometry, so you can still do that. So I'm gonna check green check mark. Okay, suppose I want to offset this line, so what I can do is, like, it's gonna offset on both sides. So I would just say not both sides, I just want to have a one side. But right now it's gonna automatically select the whole chain, but I don't want to select the whole chain, I just want to select this line, and I would turn off the cap ends. So in this way I can just sketch it, and on the one side or on both side, whatever, and I can just change the base geometry. But I'm gonna uncheck this as well. So in this way I'm gonna just design an offset of this arc. Look, it's like that. Okay, there is one more cool thing which I can do by using the offset entity. So what I can do is, let's go and draw, and I can show it to you. So suppose I want to draw a rectangle. So what I would do is, I would just draw a rectangle, and if I want to draw some circles, so holes inside, so what I would do is, I would just made some holes here, And then what I have to do is I would go into the dimension. So I'm gonna go and dimension from here to here and then dimension from there to there, and in this way I have to spend a lot of times and then draw the circle on equal depth of this rectangle. So I'm not gonna waste my time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna use the offset entity for this rectangle, select chain for this whole rectangle, and then I can just choose the dimension, like if I want to have offset inside or outside. So right now it's it's outside, so inside is fine. And then what I can do is like I can just change the values. If I want to have it at 0.70, and then what I can do is I would just check the green check mark, and then what I can do is I would just hold the center point of the circles and bring it to the corners. Okay, and then what I can do is I would just select first circle, hold the control key, second circle, third circle, fourth circle, and then I would make equal all of these circles. And then what I can do is I would just go into the smart dimension and then I would just give the dimensions. Suppose I want to make it 0.8. Look, it's a really quick way. So otherwise I have to make all circles and give the dimensions to everything, and so by using this offset tool I can make it really quickly and I can save my a lot of time.
And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And if you are a serious SolidWorks learner, then don't forget to check the course link in the description. Thank you.